On today's episode of the Chronicles, we are going over the latest and greatest of the fourth Mando Monday with our good buddy Usual Mike. Josh, hit it.
Woohoo! Usual Mike. We made it.
We are here. It's Monday night. Welcome to the Chronicles podcast, part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network. I am Andy.
And I am Josh. Andy, we did it, dude. Here we are. Week 4 of the Mando Mondays.
The halfway point.
The halfway point for Mando Mondays.
But
only not quite. I don't know the math on that of the actual episode. So, whatever. We're doing good.
We're doing good. Hey, in the chats, good to see you guys. We see a bunch of you there. Thank you for being patient with us as we get this thing rolling. We've got a pretty good show for you lined up today. But first, before we get into the latest and greatest, we have a little PSA.
Yeah.
That we'd like to show you guys, or if you're listening at home later on, we'd like for you to hear.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. The network's super excited about. And without further ado, we'll just show you our own little roll here and take it from there.
Like many charities this year, Toys for Tots has been hit hard by COVID-19 and the families that need them the most.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
That is why we are proud to be one of a dozen Star Wars podcasts and shows behind the 2020 Hyper Toy Drive, a collection for Toys for Tots. Donating a toy is easy. Simply select a toy or toys from the Amazon wish list that can be found at tinyurl.com/hypertoydrive. Place your order and select the Hyper Toy Drive address to ship to. It will be delivered to the Beyond the Blast Doors collection point in New Jersey. Once the collection has ended, all the gifts you've donated will be delivered to the Toys for Tots team in Central New Jersey in time to be given to children in need. Your donations will be hand-delivered by the Toys for Tots team to a kid that needs it the most. Please take a moment to select a toy or two to brighten the holidays for a child. Thank you.
Well, that was pretty cool, right?
Very, very cool.
And here joining us is Mr. Pete Fletzer. Pete, welcome. Pete's going to talk to us a little bit about the details of this Hyper Toy Drive. Exciting stuff. Pete,
hey
take
guys,
it away.
Thank you so much for giving me the chance to talk. This is one of those things that as a network, we've been really excited about trying to give back a little bit. And what's really mind-blowing to me is that we were able to get so many of our friends in this sort of Star Wars echo chamber that we all hang out in together to join us. We have Star Wars Explained and Steel Wars and Kanata's Castle and Target's Top Shelf and Sith List and Tatooine Suns, just to name a few, plus all the Beyond the Blast Door shows. But more important than that is what we're trying to do. It was about a week or two ago. I was probably driving back from GameStop, having bought something that I heard on the radio they were talking about how Toys for Tots this year, especially, all charities are taking a beating with COVID, right? It's so hard to give to others when you're taking care of yourself, but Toys for Tots is getting hammered. And so we kind of decided that this might be an opportunity for us to kind of take what we love. As Star Wars fans, there's always, whether you're a big collector like you guys or just an average fan, there's something about toys and Star Wars that makes sense. So we kind of figured it would make sense to try to put this together, and we've tried to make it as easy as possible for everybody to do.
That's great. So, Pete, how does somebody, if they want to get involved with this, how do they go about supporting this?
Yeah, we've made it as easy as you possibly can. If you go to beyondtheblastdoors.com/toy drive, that might be easier to remember. You're going to see a link to an Amazon wish list, and we've all purchased from Amazon. All you have to do is go to that wish list, pick 1, 2, whatever number of toys you'd like, and then when you're checking out for the address to send it to, you're going to see BTBD Toy Drive. Send it there. It'll hit New Jersey, and as soon as the toy drive is over, what we're going to do is we're going to bring them to the Toys for Tots folks to distribute to the kids that need them.
Very awesome. So again, what was that? What's the address?
If you go to beyondtheblastdoors.com/toy drive, you'll find the information. You'll find the other podcasts that are supporting this. And most importantly, you'll find the link to the Amazon wish list.
That's awesome. And we have just a great community following us. And so I'm sure that we're going to have, like it states down there, after the Podathon, which was such a success, we're really rallying behind that. I'm excited to go buy some toys for some kids. Selfishly. Selfishly in a giving way, all right? I'm buying toys.
I mean, that's what I think is so cool about this is we all go to these, there's something about buying a toy versus just sending a check or sending some money, and knowing that you've selected something that's going to, brighten a kid's day and make the holiday special for them. The one thing that I do want to point out real quickly is that this ends December 4th. You think holidays, you think you have all the way through till, the end of December, but because of the collection period that they need, we're putting an end to this on December 4th so that we can make sure all the toys get to us so that we can get them to Toys for Tots in time to get it out. So starting right now through midnight December 4th, you can place an order on that wish list and make sure that you're part of this amazing and important holiday tradition.
Now, I don't know if Pete, you can tell me if this has been finalized or not, but
Sure.
at one point you mentioned maybe the local 501st helping distribute.
Yeah, we're going to try to get them involved. I've made some calls to one of the New Jersey garrisons here, and they're very interested in being a part of it. It's just a matter of making sure we can set up those details. So, cool. Honestly, this has been as is the case even with Podathon, as you guys recall, we were inspired and we're moving real quickly. But I'm pretty sure we should be able to get a stormtrooper or two to help us hand these out.
That's awesome.
Well, you could always put a helmet on.
I'll just grab one of these.
Hey,
and
you got helmets, man. You got them in spades behind you.
I see a couple.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Pete, and thanks to everyone who's watching and part of the network and those other podcasts,
those other pods too. Yeah,
that's an awesome deal, and I know we're gonna have some toys for some tots out there, some kids. Everyone loves tots, right? All right, Pete.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the time. We'll see you again.
All right.
Enjoy the show,
see you, man.
See you,
Bye-bye.
buddy.
All right, very cool.
Very cool. Please, if you can, buy a toy. Just one.
Just one.
That would be awesome.
And I think there's a range of toys
for the
on
price
there.
of a cheeseburger.
For the price of a there's always the cheeseburger analogy with you.
Yeah, I mean,
For the price of a cheeseburger. We'll have to see what
out of the heart, the mouth speaks.
That's right. So. That's right. Out of the stomach. But yeah, go check that out. BeyondTheBlastDoors.com/HyperToyDrive. Is that what
yes.
it said? Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I got it right.
Yeah.
Hope you guys get it right.
Yeah.
Too.
Go to the website where you can also see things such as the hashtag Show Me Your Collection features that go up every Monday.
Yes.
That we do here. And I know that since Mando Mondays have been going on, we haven't been featuring them on our pods as of late because of the Mando Monday stuff. But there have been some excellent features go up. Today's is by Mr. Jordan Mason, and he's got a Star Wars room that's just floor to ceiling stuff, and with an emphasis on Darth Maul because he is a martial artist as well.
Oh, cool.
And so he's gotten the chance to meet him a couple times, get his autograph. And
if you meet Ray Park and you're a martial artist, you automatically just do a duck punch to see if he can counter. Or,
do you do it?
Yeah. Do you do a flying kick and... You don't do that, by the way. Don't do that.
No, you'll probably get put on your can.
You will.
So.
You will. He's still very active.
Very, very
well,
active.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Which is a perfect segue because just a few weeks ago, we featured tonight's guest on our hashtag Show Me Your Collection.
Can I bring him in?
Let's bring
keep talking about him. Can we just bring him in? Poor guy, he's waiting back there.
Usual Mike.
Woo! Here he is. Usual Mike.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
from Australia.
Straight from Australia. Bonjour.
From the land down under. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 2:15 Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time.
Which
and I'm
means
Usual Mike.
2 p.m., right? So
which
At
means it's tomorrow.
2:15 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I've never done a live stream this time of day, so I feel very strange. I'm always doing them at like really late at night for me, or really early in the morning. So 2 in the afternoon is like, wow, this is different. Yeah.
You got all this energy, and you're not resting,
not falling asleep at the wheel. I don't have that.
That's great. Well, for those that don't know who Mike is, Mike has a great YouTube channel where he does Star Wars action figure news.
News.
Yes. And I personally, I have gotten some news pertaining to, and what I appreciate about you is the news that you've brought to us over the last few months about the HasLab project. When it was unknown, you kind of knew what it was, and then it changed, and then you kind of knew what it was, and then you're my HasLab update guy. So
when I knew it changed, my tail was between my legs.
No, man, no, that was not on you. So Mike has a video up that he put up last week where you can actually see a completed Razor Crest.
That was a good video that I watched. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
among other things, but there was some Hasbro designers.
I was worried the video being 38 minutes long, no one would watch it, because my content's usually bite-sized, like 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 20. So when I had one that was 38 minutes, I'm like, oh, no one's going to watch this. And now I've seen it's got over 21,000 views.
Oh, it was great. I watched. That was my introduction to you too, which was awesome.
I watched every second of it. It was great. And so,
thank you.
If you are looking for Star Wars toy news, you have a new resource here. Welcome to our constituents. I hope they all go like and subscribe right away. They'd be doing themselves a favor.
Huge favor.
So thank you at the start here. Thank you, Michael, for joining us. I know we've been trying to do this for a little while now, and I'm glad it's finally worked out.
I usually work this time of day.
Hope your boss isn't watching.
So what?
No, she's good.
She's not. She's not. Don't worry.
What?
She's fantastic.
if I may ask, when you're not my hero being a toy news reporter, what does usual Mike do?
I was a university student, and now I work in sales.
Nice.
Nothing fancy, nothing extraordinary. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not like a finance banker or anything. No, just sales, boring, selling stuff.
Hey, I'm in sales too, man. I'm a salesman. Yeah. Sales is where that life is sales. Don't worry about that.
Life happens at the speed of business.
That's right.
All right.
Soft close.
So I think we should start. I know it's Mando Monday, but I think we should start with maybe some of the toy and figure announcements from this weekend.
We should. And should I even play the drop or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's a good
not
call.
Yet.
That's a good call. See, that's called professionalism right there. All right. So we had some stuff that dropped Friday. Friday, not directly Mandalorian related. So we just wanted to cover that because it's pretty good stuff, right?
Definitely.
And Mike, obviously, your take.
Mike's already got like six videos on it.
He's got 6 videos on it. You could probably go see it there. And now he has to come here and just like regurgitate this stuff. But
okay.
without further ado,
I love action figures. I love talking about action figures.
It's awesome. All right, here's our first. Right there. Bad Batch.
So what? Okay, I've pre-ordered these.
Okay.
Both of the Bad Batch figures. The other one we'll see here in a second.
Right.
Hunter is the John Rambo of the Bad Batch, and he's got the vibroblade. I'm digging it. The gray, but. So I'm a trooper guy, right? You know that, Josh.
Yes.
I'm loving the fact that the Bad Batch are troopers, and we're gonna get 4. I don't know when the other 2 might drop. Mike, do you have any idea when those others might come out?
Oh, there's a rumor about Tech, but there's a code name, and I think that code name lines up to Tech, but we have no proof. Yeah, the code name is Santa Fe, so if it converts to being Tech, I think that might happen.
Santa Fe, huh?
Nothing
you think they'd
confirmed.
go with Silicon Valley as a code name? I would have gone with that.
Codename Silicon?
I'm no codename specialist, but codename Silicon.
Yeah. All right. So, Josh, what do you think about?
I think they're
Hunter
cool.
here?
Now these are are these 3 3/4 or are these Black Series?
These are Black
These
Series.
are Black Series.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I really do. I'm again in that position where I get to say, Andy, I can't wait to see them in your collection. But,
Okay.
you know, that's all. That's all. This is how it's just a thing, for me. I'm in an impasse right now when it comes to those, but I am excited to see how they look because honestly, and we talked about this already, the packaging is what's super impressive right now about
lining up those murals of all the the Mando one recently. This is a Clone Wars one.
Who's the genius that thought of that, right? Because that's just a really good packaging take.
A never-ending picture that you need to complete, so they do that intentionally so you can buy in the figures. Yeah.
Mural driven, right?
Just a continuous mural that changes colors, it rainbows out different colors.
I know. It's smart. It's so smart. And again, it's gonna bite me in the butt sometime. All right, here's the next one.
All right. So then here's Crosshair, the sniper. Again, I'm digging the clone armor, the clone trooper feel, but it looks different. And I'm down with that.
And removable helmet's pretty good, man. That's.
I was happy when I had removable helmets. I had no idea that I had removable helmets.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Unless we're looking at 2 figures. So, but I'm assuming we have a removable helmet here.
One of each.
One of each, right?
That'd be funny.
So Bad Batch is looking pretty good. We're excited for them to show up in that packaging. We haven't seen the packaging, right?
No, not yet.
What color scheme? What's our guess on color scheme, Mike?
Yellow, because it's Clone Wars. Same as Assange Ventress coming up.
So it's going to look similar to.
Yeah, it'll be part of that mural. There you go.
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
So
think
she's a part of that, huh?
picture on the side. Yeah, the picture on the side, that little giveaway on her right hand side.
Yep.
It could be Wrecker. I think it could be Wrecker, which is a deluxe figure that's rumored.
Yeah, he'll be a big one, right? He'll be probably a little taller than an
like
average.
Like the Z box, the big fat box.
Okay. Or like a heavy Mando.
Yeah.
Was he a deluxe?
Same sort of thing.
I think he was a deluxe.
Yeah, but
he was a D2. No, he was back in the red and black boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right.
I was thinking of the credit collection.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
That big. I still haven't got that figure. I still haven't got it.
Still
we
waiting
don't have
for
Best
him to
Buy
show
here in
up?
Australia. We don't have Best Buy in Australia, so I can't buy them.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Only knew some.
Only you knew some Americans that might
Couple
be
of
able-
Yanks. All right, here's the next one. This one I found a little interesting.
Before you move on, a lot of people are very excited about the Asajj Ventress figure.
Well, and they should be.
It looks great.
It does.
Classy.
And it's been quite a while since there's been an Asajj figure. There, maybe like 2008.
Right.
So I know she's just gained in popularity with the Dooku book that came out, and
Right.
we talked about that a little bit before, but
Well, and I like the cloth skirt or whatever we call that.
Yeah, so do I.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Crushed velvet? I don't know.
it is. I used to have I think I had a Halloween costume that same style. Except it was a different flavor.
no, that was your Crown Royal bag.
Who can remember those Halloweens?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But yeah,
All right. Yeah, very excited. That's good. And if it's going into the Bad Batch mural, which I think Mike's saying, right? That's pretty
The
interesting.
Clone Wars.
yeah.
Interesting. Very cool. This one, like I said, was a little odd to me. And
Okay.
I want to hear your guys' take because I haven't had a chance to take on it yet.
Hell,
There it
this
is.
one.
I think
do you-
Mike, go ahead. You guys start us off on this one. What do you think?
I got to say, how do you guys pronounce his name? Because I heard the English fellas say Zuton, and I'd say Zuten. We always call him Snaggletooth.
Zouton sounded very French, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zouton.
like
that's how my
almost like
friends say it.
like a Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
But
Vuitton.
I would call him Zutton.
Zutton.
Zutton. Yeah, that sounds better.
Zutton.
Us out west, we'll call him Zutton.
So I don't know this off the top of my head, but is this supposed to be the red snaggletooth? I know
Supposed to
that
be.
it's the same species and it looks like it.
It needs it written on the card. It needs it in brackets. Snaggletooth. Oh,
Yeah,
red Snaggletooth.
that's a really good point, right? Because that would probably increase his popularity, this character's popularity, figure's popularity, right?
Because the casual fan walking past, and if they see that on the pegs, not in my country, but your country, they'll say, "Who the hell's that?" and just walk past it. But if they go, "Oh, red snaggletooth, I remember that from my childhood," and buy that figure.
Yeah.
If they see, they make that connection there. If they see it as, "I have no idea who this is," they just walk straight past it, and there's a sale missed.
And that's how this figure gets value.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody bought these. They threw them away. They sold them at KB Toys for $1.50. But yeah. Anyway, well, I'm a little torn on this figure. Depending though, if you want 3 3/4 figures, this is kind of cool, I guess, right? You got the Kenner logo on the card back. I don't know. I was neither here nor there. And did we ever get a name? Where'd this name come from?
Well, there's in the Christmas special, I think he had a place in the Christmas special, but originally it was blue snaggletooth, but then the blue, and then he became red, and then he got short, and there's a
There's a long history.
there's an extensive history of the snaggletooth figure, and there's actually more than one, and they have names, and Zutton is one of them, or Zuton is one of them.
I don't even know what Shabby's saying here. It got T's and Zutton. I don't know. It's another lost in translation.
Yeah, I
With
can't
Shabby.
ever understand what he's saying anyway.
I can't either. That South Carolina accent just gets me every time.
Yeah, the Queen's Carolina.
Yeah, the Queen's Carolina just nails me. All right, so we got Zutton. This one's weird. My first question was, did they take this picture in their backyard? And there we go.
So we've got a holiday special Boba Fett plush and a wooden. This was
Grand Moff
Grand Moff Tarkin. I think this was kind of made in the same design as the
Thrawn. Sorry, Thrawn. Don't call him Tarkin.
Oh, you called him Tarkin. Yeah, that's okay. We don't care.
Thrawn.
It's Thrawn. I wonder why you're laughing down there, Mike. You're just berating yourself. You're like, I called him Tarkin. Yeah. It starts with a T, just like Mark said. There's a T in Tarkin, and there's a T in Thrawn.
Well, I think the wooden Thrawn might be kind of modeled after that wooden stormtrooper toy from Rogue One,
right?
Because we'll see another version of this in a little bit. Right. So, again, plushies. If you're into plushies or wooden figurines, then this is coming up on the Shop Disney site. So.
I think the wooden things are pretty cool. I actually kind of like them. I think that's a unique take, and really, it's good timing because I think these wooden type of figures convey holiday.
Because of the Nutcrackers.
Yeah, exactly right. Because you almost think like, okay, what did people 100 years ago get for toys, or what did kids? They got wooden, not Tarkin. They got wooden Thrawn. I'm teasing you, Mike.
It's the original action figure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the exactly the original action figure. It's got movable limbs and all that stuff. I think that's pretty cool.
Or the marionettes.
Right. I think he's cool looking. Like if I were to dive after a line, which I don't think will be very long, it would be these wooden figures. You're probably going to only have to invest in 6 to 10.
Well, right now there's 2, soon to be 3.
Well, okay. I guess I'm making my guess a little low, but 6 to 10.
Who knows where it'll go?
It depends on if they sell, right? So yeah, there you go. And if we want to keep in line, then we'll take a look at this guy, right?
So
and you can see the reason I said that is because you can see the wooden stormtrooper behind him. I don't have a shot of him directly. So.
Right. So later today, and I don't know, Mike, if you were able to see this, but maybe you can tell me. D23 put out this video. It was a YouTube video called Galaxy's Edge, Storytelling Through Merchandise. And it was about an hour long, and it was all stuff that's going to be coming out in Galaxy's Edge store. I think Doc Ondar.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Ondar. I'm not sure how to say that, but it's the Hammerhead figure that's featured in the Galaxy's Edge. Like he's known as an antiquities dealer, collector of fine things, and I think his backstory is that he's at some point hired Honda Onaka to get him some things for the Galaxy's Edge store, and Han Solo and Dr. Aphra. He's hired these people to bring him these cool trinkets and things that he can sell and merchandise, but it's the Galaxy's Edge version, and these things will be going up on the Shop Disney site in December.
Because you can't go to Disneyland right now.
Because Disneyland is, at least Disneyland is off limits. Disney World is open in some capacity. So,
Open and infecting.
for a few months now. So the next few photographs are.
And I'm going to kind of rip through these if you don't mind, unless you want to stop. Like we've got some jewelry here.
Well, no, we'll go back. Did you know what that?
No. What is that? What'd you call them?
It's
think you told me.
Dianoga.
Dianoga
Dianoga. Can we say? I can't.
from the trash compactor. Yeah. So
Is that what it is? Why isn't it green? Just like the toy. Come on, the toy was green.
Yeah, it was
Probably more screen accurate here. Huh?
It was a lot hairier too in the movie. But
Yeah, pretty gross.
hairy eyeball. I don't know. So, but anyway, that's what it kind of looks like. For those of you that already have a Salacious Crumb, what do you get? Oh, you get a
Dianoga. Put next to that ugly SOB. All right, sorry. Now on to the beautiful jewelry of Galaxy's Edge.
Josh, do you know what those are?
Those are
I
sugar
think
cubes. Sugar cubes, I would say.
Mike?
I was looking at the silver things, and they're the Tico sisters. One belongs to Rose, one belongs to Paige.
Is that right?
Yeah,
That is right.
The gold swirl.
I thought they locked together though, like a
yin yang.
yeah.
That's what I
They
thought,
might.
yin and yang.
They might be able to. You might have to
Yeah.
flip one
Flip 'em.
upside down.
Maybe.
But do you know where the white necklace? What that's from?
Is that Leia's
From?
from Rise?
No.
Or The Last Jedi?
No.
Or Force Awakens?
No.
Or let's just keep going until Leia.
You got 9
11
chances.
movies to go.
No, we could probably go into.
It's from the medal ceremony in A New Hope.
Oh, okay. I never knew they were cubes. I thought they were pearls. Did you know that, Mike?
I gotta have a look at the card back. That Leia Yavin ceremony card back. I don't remember I don't look at her neck. I was looking at her face. I'll have to run upstairs and find the card back.
That's
There'll be a
right.
picture of
I
it
know.
somewhere.
I always
Yeah.
like finding something interesting. That's great. I mean, you can't notice everything, right, Mike? Or else you'd have 100 more videos per day. Who's got time for that? So that's pretty cool. So those are allegedly this is Leia's award ceremony. What do we call that? Medal ceremony.
Medal ceremony necklace. Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or she snubbed Chewie. All right. I got it. Okay. Here's the next one. We got some sabers coming our way.
So this was a look. They'll be selling legacy sabers, some more legacy sabers in the Galaxy's Edge shops, which means we get a look at both of the Ahsoka Tano lightsabers.
Interesting.
There's only one out for FX, I believe. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that true, Mike? That
Well, it's
sounds
not
right.
out yet. It's coming soon.
It's coming soon, but
It's coming soon.
they you can put different kyber crystals in them.
Right.
They're a bit interactive.
How do you feel about lightsaber hilts, Mike?
I
Is
don't
it
mind
something
them.
you
I don't
collect?
have any of them.
Right.
No, I have 0 lightsabers and 0 helmets, but I'd love to get into it. But it's just like if I buy one of them, then there's less money for action figures.
It's 10-1, really, right? Sometimes 20-1, depending.
Yeah,
on
I
the
mean, you
saber.
can get
Chevy will say,
one, one Black Series helmet for $120, or you can get 7 or 8 figures out of that. So I understand.
It's
I understand.
it's the collector's quandary, which is called money.
Hey, Mark's here. That's us.
Hey.
We got guys from Great Britain all the way to Australia.
Those guys are up late. We'd like to say thank you for staying up so late. I always have to ask. I can't say it. I have to ask my Amazon device what time it is in the UK because we deal with our network partner Shannon, and it's like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, hey, what time is it in the UK? And like, the time is 5 a.m. And I'm like, oh, I should not text her right now. It's 9 hours, but who does math?
Yeah, I think it's probably about like 3 in the morning.
No, you want me to do it? Alexa, what time is it in the UK? It's 2:35 a.m. Yeah, we shouldn't text her.
Top of the morning to you, guys.
Top of the morning, guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
They knew that already. They probably said it in the chat. Yep, 3:30 a.m. There it is.
Wow.
All right. And then this is a cool one right here, right?
Yeah. Do you recognize that hilt?
Is that Asage's?
Nope.
Is that Dooku's?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know because Asajj has a curved hilt as well, right? I just didn't know if they were just because we've already had a Dooku hilt come out. I just wanted, or not Dooku hilt, Dooku FX saber, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yes, I think we have.
We
I
sure
think I have one.
So these Galaxy's Edge sabers are a bit more expensive. Well, now they're a couple $100, maybe $300.
Yeah, but you're not
Let's-
getting a saber with them. You're just getting the hilt.
But you're getting that box with it too. You're getting that fancy box in the background and
That's
a
pretty
stand.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a little nicer than the FX ones.
Yeah, that's cardboard.
You get cardboard with the FX ones.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I've always liked the Dooku.
You are a Dooku saber hilt fan. I
Yeah,
know that. And we've got
love it.
another batch here.
So these are these are some more legacy sabers. This is the Jedi Luke you can buy. The one in the center is the Anakin / Rey, with the leather strap connecting in the middle.
So it's blue.
Yeah. And then the one on the right is what?
So, is it Mace?
That's not Mace because Mace's is gold.
Mace has some gold on it. It's not Mace.
I can see some purple on it, and it threw me.
That's what I thought too. My first thing, but Mace is actually kind of gold, pretty blinging, for Samuel.
Yeah, so I'm
Because he
gonna
designed his own saber.
pull up here. Someone in the chat has it.
Do they?
Yes, they
All
do.
right, put him up.
Ben's?
Ben Solo.
Ben Solo. Oh,
That's pre-Kylo.
when did we see that hilt?
Ah,
You saw it
Probably in a book.
When he crossed sabers with Luke at the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I never really saw the hilt.
So it only flashes for a second
Yeah.
when
That's
when
a deep cut.
It is a deep
No
cut.
pun intended.
Hoo-hoo. Right across the face.
Yeah.
But good job, Framey. Good pull
Job,
there.
Framey.
wow.
That was
It's
a
kind of
good
cool,
pull.
huh?
That's
I would
all.
again. I
Yeah.
would look at that in either one of your guys' collections. Can't wait to come over and see it.
Well, you
Well,
got
Ben Solo, he's a kind of forgotten character, isn't he now?
a little
'Cause
bit.
we've got a rumor about a Funko Pop with him coming, but nothing in action figure form yet.
Yeah, maybe there just wasn't enough story about him yet.
You only have a flashback, right?
Yeah.
You have a flashback, and then I guess you could consider Ben Solo at the end of Rise of Skywalker, like he's Ben Solo for
Yeah, where he's wearing the sweater,
right,
the hero sweater.
Sweater Solo, yeah. All right, and our last one here.
So this was a fan vote winner. So
Oh, for sure.
the next saber that they'll be putting out in the Galaxy's Edge series is the Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order lightsaber. And I love the fact that the bottom half of it just looked like it got torn off.
I've loved that from the game. The game was. I think that's what they're going to get from this is that you're going to have more casual fans going after this hilt, because like we just had to decipher whose hilts were. You got the Legacy Luke hilt and the Anakin / Rey, and then Ben Solo's hilt, which I didn't even recognize. And I think you have people that played Jedi Fallen Order, and I specifically remember because you set it down. Have you played, Mike? Have you played that game? It's a fantastic
I'm not a video
game, by the way.
gamer. I'm a terrible gamer. I think
don't
the
have
wife
to
had
be
a
a
crack
good-
at it though.
You can put it on
No, I'm-
easy. You can kill anything. Just button mash your way through that whole thing.
I
But it's
struggle at Rocket League.
well, so do I. That's a tough game. But you spend a lot of time with that hill. So that's why I'm saying I think that the casual collector will actually be attracted to saying like, yeah, I'll buy that hill because I played the game. Unless it's $300, which who knows. All right, I think
$600 in dollar dues.
Dollary dues, yeah.
Gallery dues. That's the end of the non-Mando Monday on Mando Monday broadcast. So are we ready to get into the Mando Monday stuff?
Yeah, let's get
Yes.
into these those slow bleeder releases today.
Here they go. I gotta hit us the intro.
Mando Monday Mania.
Okay, there. That's
you
just
ready?
that's the very monster truck driven announcement we have there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm
cool.
going to start with our Black Series stuff. If that's cool?
Let's do it.
Let's dive right in. Black Series always super popular. We already kind of went through Asajj and the Bad Batch guys, but we've got some more Black Series. Black Series, they must be the only place, the manufacturing place that has not been affected by COVID because they are pumping out product. Here's our first one.
Yeah, so you can see Grief Karga with the dueling pistols. I have a feeling that is a molded cape over his chest.
I think so. Yeah.
It does not look cloth based.
What I don't understand is why do they do both? I mean, if they do cloth on some, why can't they just do cloth on all of them? Because it seems to me that's a better look. Am I alone thinking that, or do you guys agree with me?
I don't think you're wrong. What do you think, Mike?
I think Hasbro will do the cheapest way they can possibly do it. If the cloth costs too much, they will make a plastic cape all day long because plastic's easier to get than the cloth. They'll have to source the cloth to make it. So they'll be like, oh, that's going to cost too much. We might not get the fabric in time. We'll just go with our plastic.
So why'd they go with the Sage with the velvet, crushed velvet skirt?
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
what
she needed
I
it.
just wonder. Right? Maybe a Sage had a voice in her design.
Yeah. It's like
I don't get it either. I agree with you, but it could also be style. It could also be look. Like if you put a cloth cloak on this guy, it may not just form well.
It
in
may
the
not
packaging.
flare. It may not. Yeah.
It may go into the packaging poorly. It could look not like the character they're trying to display. Because you can't drape, these things are just getting vacuum sucked into that packaging as fast as possible. I think Mike's pretty accurate there. It's like whatever's the quickest, easiest, cheapest way, and cloth may not work here. Whereas with the Sages, it was down below the waist. I don't know. I'm making all this up. Yeah. All right. Next one, right, Mike? We just make stuff up. Yeah, it is a good looking figure. What do you think about the face sculpts?
A lot of people said his face is a bit iffy, but I think it's fine. I think it looks like Carl Weathers.
I think it does too.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It may be early in the morning, Carl Weathers, but I think it looks like
Yeah.
Still kind of rubbing the sleep out of his eyes.
Let's talk about this.
I've said to
mold.
people before, these figures too, sometimes they're prototypes in the boxes that they give the glam shots of. So it's not exactly what you're going to get when you finally get the production one in your hand. It's sometimes a completely different figure.
That's a good point.
And sometimes they change the face mold halfway through, like the General Kenobi. Right?
Yeah.
The
And,
Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And Padme too, her production figure looked horrendous. And then it came out, she looked beautiful.
That's interesting. It could, that must be exactly what's going on. Come on, Mike. That's why we brought you on here. Woo! Here we go. Good work.
Yeah,
I think
this one's good.
Quill looks cool, man. I like him.
He sure does.
Does he have a little gun there? Is that, yeah.
He does. He's got kind of a Jawa-like gun.
Okay. That's cool.
And then you got the blurgs on the side of his box, which I love. Him and Mando on the most
callback creature.
I don't know. It's not even callback. It's just like
impractical.
Just impractical. Just terrible looking creatures, but they're fun and funny. Is that a cloth scarf we got there? No,
that is definitely not
I don't think so.
But
are we
too much detail?
Are we can't be deceived by the packaging here because there it is right there. So you got Grief's legs are down below the line, right, of the Star Wars The Mandalorian label, and then what I was trying to do was kind of a Baby Yoda, the child bait and switch, like Black Series has done in the past. And did you get taken by that one at all, Mike? When you pre-ordered? Because remember when Mandalorian came out, you just couldn't get anything the child. Like there was nothing available. I've already done this rant. But when it finally came out, Black Series was like, we have the child. And you're like, oh, it's a Black Series figure. I am buying that. And then it gets shipped and you get a box this big and you open the box.
And it's 1.1 inches tall. Yeah.
it still cracks me up, man.
It still cracks me
when
up.
I see them. Like they're on hangers now, but it's like that still cracks me up when I walk by them. Man, they're funny.
It's hilarious. I mean, to scale. And I think they lowered the price a little bit. They weren't $19.99. It was $12.99. So you're like, oh my gosh, a steal on the child. Nope, they're stealing from you.
Yeah, they're just hand over fist making money off us.
All right, and our last Black Series preview here from Mando Monday is the sinister Moff Gideon.
I think, to me, this is the best looking one of the three.
I agree.
Do you agree?
How about you, Mike?
Oh, I still like krill.
You like
That's okay.
you like this guy?
Yeah, that's
That's a pretty
because I was
good-
so disappointed in the retro collection. I saw this one. I'm like, yes, finally, he's got some decent detail.
Yeah, I understand you there. He's going to come with a pistol and, of course, the dark saber, which
Now, last week we inspected the side of the stormtrooper. The what are those called? The what's the name? The something stormtrooper. And we saw the cloak.
remnant
Stormtrooper. We saw the cloak, and so this looks like that was obviously a confirmation that Moff Gideon is standing next to the remnant stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's standing next to Quill here? Or is that's Grief on the left? That's Grief's shoulder on the left, right? That looks to me like Grief, and then Quill, and then who's next to Grief up there? We got a little like, is that a child ear? What are we seeing here? Are we going too deep, Mike?
No. I can bring a picture up for you.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm getting it on my phone. Where we go?
this is
Right. There. Here we go.
next level.
The next level. Here it comes. Oh,
There
he's
it goes.
got it.
Oh, he's got the picture.
He's
Perfect.
already
Yeah.
got him all next to it. So it's
Oh,
Remnant.
yeah, face of course.
And then who's on the? So it is Mando, and that's Mando's.
Mando
disintegrator.
Din Djarin. Oh, am I holding that in the right spot? Yeah.
No, you got
Oh,
it.
that's
Din
good.
Djarin and Mando. So that's the big pack with the baby in it, and then Grief, and then Krill, and then there's one right near my finger here.
Yeah.
It's a shoulder, just a shoulder right there, and I think that is the Mortar Trooper. I don't want to say it is, which we haven't seen yet in the Mandalorian, but we saw a standee of him.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. A
The
mortar
mortar trooper?
Yeah. So it'd be
He's
like
got yellow on the helmet.
it'd be like this season's version of the Flame Trooper.
Yes.
That would be cool.
Framey agrees with you. The retro Quill looks like a Playmobil figure.
Yeah,
That's,
definitely.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
It does.
I
Isn't
still
that
pre-ordered
something?
him though.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
you gotta have
Yeah,
something
the
to
good
make
thing
fun
about
of.
the retro collection always comes to Australia first. Anywhere in the world, we get it first when they
Really?
ship them. I don't know why, but we always get them before the rest of the world. It's amazing. And we also
Well-
got the Beskar Mando first too. They sent full cases of that instead of sending the wave. They just sent full cases of Beskar Mando.
Maybe they're just worried about you guys revolting, because I don't know what an Australian army looks like when it comes across the ocean, but I just don't want it to happen. Those guys, you guys deal with the most amazing environment ever, and
Yeah, literally every time you step outside, you might be killed by
you might be killed by just the random bug.
the bugs, and
Yeah,
box
if
jellyfish, and
you've lived here long enough, you don't worry. I don't worry about spiders. Spiders can kill you, but I don't worry about spiders. I see when I can kill it. But it's a snake. A snake is, if you see a snake, that's danger. If the kids are outside and they go, snake, snake, you pick them up quickly, because if they bite you, you're dead. Yeah.
That's I love how he's like, I just don't worry about spiders anymore.
No.
spiders.
Spiders can be as big as your hand. Garden spiders are like humongous.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We have something called a huntsman. It's got a really cool name. And
See,
they're
that's-
scary.
That's why you get the retro figures first, because if you don't, you might just box up a few spiders and send them out.
Don't open any packages from Mike if you're on his bad side.
Spiders.
Spiders, they can kill you, but you just kill them.
Australia.
Yeah, we don't have spiders that can kill us here, and we don't barely have snakes, at least in our part of the country. But
Not
Yeah,
deadly
out of
ones.
10 deadliest snakes in the world, Australia has 9 of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the Indian cobra, India has, obviously. They have that
Sure.
snake, but yeah.
Sure. They
Yeah,
can
the
have
others
that one.
We're in the rest of them.
that's amazing.
And the little box jellyfish, man. Those things.
Box jellyfish, yeah. If they touch it, yeah, you've got about half an hour to live.
Wow. All right. Well, yep. Send those retro figures straight to
Yeah,
Australia.
you guys have earned it. You guys deserve it.
All right. Here's another clothing seems to be a big thing for the Mandalorian, and of course we can get Bo-Katan. I might get that shirt. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, there seemed to be on the StarWars.com site there seemed to be more clothing releases today than anything.
Yeah, there were quite a few, and we didn't obviously put everything up here. They had some kind of regurgitated items which are like coffee cups and things like that. We just wanted to grab
Phone
some-
cases,
pop sockets,
yeah,
all
yeah.
that. We've covered those, but I thought that this was interesting with having Bo-Katan on a shirt. Old Katie there.
Right away.
Yeah,
Right away.
that's fast.
That's supply and demand.
Yeah,
That's what-
the internet loves her. The internet is loving her character. I haven't seen much negative feedback about her being Bo-Katan, so she's doing really well. And
Oh, she portrayed it
happy for
perfectly.
her.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she's already the voice, so I mean, yeah.
But she's a good actress. I mean,
Yep.
she's just great. She conveys, just kind of the
Strong,
heiress persona she needed to have for that episode, and didn't take any crap from the Mando.
Nope.
And
In fact, pulled a little switcheroo on the
pulled a
terms
little,
of the deals.
This is the way, and then
Yeah.
walked away.
This is the way.
Yeah,
My
that's
way.
the way. Katie.
My way is the way. So yeah, Katie Sackhoff did a
always
great job,
forget
and
about that, yep.
and this is just a side note from the show. They left it open for them to reunite later on because she and the gang are going after Gideon. Gideon's going after Mando because he's got the child. They're all going to cross paths again. You heard it here.
You heard it here. It's happening. Andy just called it all. He's got it all figured out. Okay, now no collection of any sort is complete unless Thomas Kincaid gets his hands on it. And here are the Thomas Kincaid artwork. This is a stretch for me, although I think that the images are awesome. I love the Mudhorn. I love the Razor Crest with Mandalorians flying around. You can get them in all different sizes, frames. I just screenshotted this, obviously, but it's just interesting that Thomas Kincaid has kind of dipped his toe in this water. But
He's branching out.
and by Mike, do you know who Thomas Kincaid is?
No idea.
Have you never heard of Thomas Kincaid?
No.
He does.
There's no reason why you should have, but yeah, he's
did-
actually an American artist. He draws. He's initially
Paints.
started painting something. He
Yeah.
probably drew at one point.
Yeah, probably.
He paints very iconic American like cottage looks, and actually not even iconic American. It looks some of those cottages look very European, to be honest with you.
Paints homes
Yeah.
and sunsets, and
Yeah.
he does stuff with light that's really.
He does stuff with the yellows, and that if you put it under a certain light, my parents were way into it when I was a kid. All right, so that's why I always laugh, because we had when malls were a thing, we had Thomas Kincaid stores in our malls. Which now, if those malls were still open, you would be able to get a Razor Crest or Mudhorn painting from Thomas Kincaid, probably signed.
They are very beautiful. Don't
They
get me
are
wrong.
nice. They're
I've
nice.
never heard of him, but yeah, his artwork looks fantastic.
And Josh, what's your connection to Thomas Kincaid?
Well, my mom actually went to high school with Thomas Kincaid, so
Hey.
I got some
You're
residual.
almost
I am not
famous.
I am not Josh Kincaid, though. All right,
Very cool.
or so we believe. Sorry.
Sorry, Dad.
All right, here's a little more art for you. I actually really like this one.
That's cute.
It's a cute little piece of work.
Probably a poster, right?
Yeah, I forget where this comes from. I just grabbed the image because we were rocking and rolling at the end here, trying to get things up. So, but it's a nice image, and you've got the Mudhorn symbol on the pauldron there. You've got a little bit of what we're trying to establish, I feel like, in the series with the relationship between the child and the Mandalorian becoming more of a father protector figure. He was a protector, bounty hunter, and now he's becoming more of a father. We saw the snuggle in the last episode. So I think it was at the last or the episode before. So I think that's what they're trying to convey there. I don't know. That's just me.
Some sort of paternal relationship.
Exactly.
We'll see how.
How do you feel about that, Mike? How'd you like the last episode, by the way?
Last episode was good. It was really good.
Really
Yeah,
good.
a lot happened. There was a lot happened. So it wasn't just one place where everything they were in the ship and in the water. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I do like that tavern. That tavern when they got in there, and I'm looking around at all the creatures and I'm thinking, you're going to be an action figure. You're going to be an action figure. You're going to be an action figure.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you say that, because one of my questions for the group here is that since this felt like like the first episode was awesome, it was grandiose, it was a great way to kick off the season. Then we got the second episode of the season was good. Maybe tough to compare with the first one, but it was good. And
It's
then
good,
this one feels important because we meet some important people. And so from this episode, I think from this episode, we're going to get eventually a Black Series Bo-Katan helmet.
Oh, I hope
Yeah.
so.
I can see that.
that I think it would be super popular. I think you're going to pull in not just the men buying them, but women buying them.
Wouldn't it be the first female helmet, with the exception of maybe the Battlefront 2 TIE Fighter helmet, that you could possibly conceive as a female helmet? But that's custom. That's not real. That's they haven't made that. I got Boosh behind me. Can't see her, but see. Oh,
Other way.
there she is. Oh, she's lovely.
Oh, Leia Bush. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
But that's custom made.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you might be right.
So, which I think is to your point, I think that's very powerful. I think that's a great representation. Bo-Katan is obviously a strong female character, kicking some butt. Popular, and her helmet is fantastic. I would love to have that in my collection.
Like what else do you think might come from like this episode? Do you think?
Toy-wise, Mike, you take this one.
Oh, some people were thinking there might be a 3-pack with the Mandalorians, with Sasha Banks and that guy, and that could be a 3-pack. I could see that happening.
Like a 3 3/4 inch 3-pack, like one of those action figures. Oh god, that'd be cool.
Just like that.
Like we could just come up with
probably
Echo and
probably
Fives,
the guy, what are those guys with the slug faces, the octopus heads? What are they called again?
The Quarren?
Yeah,
Quarren,
yeah. At least just a general. They'll probably bring out like one of those, just a generic one, kind of like you do a Stormtrooper.
We talked about this on Streaming Star Wars when we do our Monday, our Mandalorian review of the episode. If they put out one of those darn sweaters, I will lose my mind. Well, I will buy one immediately.
The fisherman's knitted sweater.
Yeah. Oh, it's
they live in a galaxy far, far away. It's amazing.
Yes, it's amazing.
Well, and what I didn't know, Josh, Mike, I didn't know this, but I only thought it was just the Mon Calamari mechanic who had one on. But if you watch it again, there's like 2 or 3 of the Quarren on the fishing boat that are wearing them too.
Yeah, it was like reverse Deadliest Catch. It was like where the fish are catching the humans.
It was. But I didn't know so many of the background, figures.
Look,
not figures, but characters had those sweaters on.
It's been proven. If you're ever in a very cold fishing environment, you need heavy wool to drag you under the water if you ever fall in. That's just the way it goes. Everyone knows.
There's a store in town. They were bought them from the same store.
There's only one store.
There's one store. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly
Beautiful.
right. Do you think we get a knitted sweater calamari?
I would that one I'm buying no matter how it comes out. If it comes out in a plushie, if it comes out as a Black Series, that I will own that. If it comes out as a sweater all by itself, I'm wearing that to Christmas.
I bet one of our Mark friends will probably take a Admiral Akbar and throw a sweater on him and make a little custom figure out of him.
It's time. My wife pretends
that's your homework, Mark.
Yeah, that's your homework. Mark and other Mark. All right, we just have a few more we're going to cover, so we can get to the end of this. This is actually like doing 5 of your shows, right, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah. You got 10-minute segments.
I haven't held up any toys yet. I've got some toys to hold up if you.
I can't wait. Yeah, we do. We absolutely do.
Yeah, and we'll
do that at the end.
I've got one too. So.
All right. Here we go. So let's get to the end here. All right. So I'm just going to pound this one up there. Yay, another plushie. All right, next one.
What was it holding?
I don't know.
It wasn't.
It's
one-eyed
a one-eyed frog, but it's a sensitive subject.
Okay,
right now.
yeah, that's he ate
Mithril.
those in season 1.
Yeah, so he's playing with this food.
Isn't that Mithril, baby? Mithril, the guy with the blue guy with one eye.
Oh yeah.
Mithril.
Is that what it is?
That's what I thought, and it's one of his kids.
Okay.
So later on, when they meet up with this blue guy, he's got a kid, and the child plays with the kid.
This guy's a slayer. Hope he doesn't eat him.
I know.
He probably will.
Try
The
to.
internet will lose its mind.
And then we have Columbia Sportwear. This is a teaser. It's 12/4/20. They've got some. That's not Arabesh. I don't know what that is.
I think
they have
it's,
some
This
text.
is the way.
Yeah, this is
That Arab.
Mandalorian.
This is the way.
This is the way. All right. So we're gonna get a jacket.
We're gonna get some jackets, maybe some boots.
I'm a big fan of the Columbia jackets. I mean, because you get a legitimate jacket. I don't care if it's got whatever on it, like the Han Solo jacket from Hoth.
They had the Leia.
The Leia Hoth jacket
Jackets.
is fantastic. Can't touch those right now for 3 times the price. And then I was able to get my hands on one of the crew Empire Strikes Back jackets where I can't even wear that thing. It's so warm. I literally need to be in Arctic conditions. I don't want to wear it, but it's got beautiful patches, but I can't. I wanted to wear it. Like, I'm going to wear this tonight, put it on. Before I left the house, I'm like, nope. Took it off and switched out into a lighter coat, but very functional wear here.
We wouldn't need to stuff you in a tauntaun to keep you warm.
Nope. I thought they smelled fine.
Do they have Columbia sportswear in Australia, Mike?
I want to say yes, but I don't think we do. I was going to say what my cultural ignorance is. I don't even know what Columbia is.
Really?
No idea.
We'll show you a few things there, but that's actually a Northwest, right?
Yeah,
that's
Columbia,
from, like Northwest America, where
we
Andy
live
and I are.
on the Columbia River.
Well, I know, but they use Columbia everywhere, like in Columbia,
District of Columbia.
Yeah, right.
District of Columbia. DC.
All right, and the last one, just the last thing for Mando Monday that I thought was interesting, especially given what we reviewed last week, which was the Black Series version of this. EFX has come out with their own version.
Oh my goodness!
And the price is significantly different.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, I have some thoughts. I have an EFX Boba Fett helmet.
Okay.
It's great.
What you got along with it
Yeah.
was what was really great.
The one that I got, Mike, came with all of the signatures of those who have been Boba Fett in movies. So it came with six. It came with 6 signatures. You know, Jeremy Bullock, Dickie Beer, Mark. Anyway, there's 6 guys. I can't think of Mark's name, and I'm sorry, Mark.
I don't know either.
He's probably
There's so many
watching
marks to remember.
He's one of the marks.
He's probably devastated.
Boba Mark.
Yeah. But anyway, anyone who's ever worn the Boba armor on film, I got their autograph. Except now, now there's a new one. But anyway,
That's a lot of money.
That helmet, side by side to a Black Series Boba Fett helmet, is very tough to tell the difference.
Good or bad?
There are differences. If you just look on the outside, they're very subtle differences, right? There's a little more brown smudging, like from hands picking them up and taking them down, but on the EFX one. So I would just say a hair more detail in the coloring and in the detailing of the paint, but on the inside, the Black Series helmet is way better.
So this is very interesting that you. Yeah, I know it's very interesting you brought this up because we had a video that a lot of people watched last week, not like usual Mike level watching, but pretty decent for all the Chronicles.
Good for us.
And that was a comment that said, "Who are you guys kidding?" Because I think we talked about other helmets. He's like, the comment was, "Who are you kidding? The Black Series helmets are way better than EFX. They're way better, and because you can literally buy them and put them on out of the box, and wear them around as a costume if you wanted to or whatever." So that's pretty interesting, right? I mean, and at a price point between 120 and 750, and you're talking about hand smudges.
Yeah. So to my larger point was not knowing what the inside of this helmet looks like. If they've made it a little more head friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say that, but
I know what you mean.
Dome friendly.
But not if it's the same. If they make it similarly to how they made their Boba Fett helmet, I would say 10 times out of 10, you should get the Black Series version because it's not different enough to make up that big of a price gap.
I guess. Well, it couldn't be. What do you think about these, Mike? I mean, you don't own the helmets, but yeah, I mean, would you pay 750 or?
No, because that's 1,500 Aussie dollar dues. That's out of this world. Yeah, 1,500 it'll cost us here. Double. They always double. Even though our currencies are like, mine's only like a third or three quarters of yours. Mm-hmm. Everything we get that's you have a price on, you just double it for Australia.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And
doesn't matter the currency exchange is always just straight up double. So you go, oh, that thing costs $50. It'll cost us 100. That's how it works.
Is that because of the shipping? Is that just the way they do it?
it's where it sits on the shelf, and we've just accepted it as Aussie collectors. Just walk in there and look, you guys are complaining about it being $24 in your country, and it's $50 here.
Wow.
Yeah, $1,500 that helmet would cost, and I've never seen one. I assume they're very beautiful EFX ones, but the Black Series ones I have seen, and they are nice.
So
yeah, the Boba Fett one I looked at.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is if it was actually like metal, right? If it was like metal and had some weight to it, then I could understand that, because I wouldn't mind having like, oh, don't touch that. You have to polish it if somebody touches it. You know, that would be interesting. But even hell, I don't even think that, like, you know, Pedro wears a metal helmet on the show, right? I mean, we want to pretend it's metal, but who knows?
Yeah, you have a nice strong neck after a few hours of filming.
Yeah, it's like you're wearing a football helmet. Not like Aussie rules football, but you know. Like...
No, I don't watch that Aussie rules football. It's weird. It's weird, yeah.
I don't understand. It's exciting to watch.
So we don't have that.
Oh, okay, you don't have a team.
Yeah. I follow rugby league. It's a different sport altogether. Aussie rules is a different code of football. It's like soccer with your hands. It's horrible.
I don't even know what that is.
Soccer with your hands sounds terrible. I don't even like soccer with your feet.
All right, we just lost Mark on that one. He's out.
He's out. He hates us for that. Sorry. You know, it's our rules. Yeah, it's our show.
It's ours. We do what we want.
Okay, so that was at least what we have. I know there are some other items out there for Mando Monday. It is look, the one thing that we've taken away from these last few weeks is, thank goodness that there is some revitalization, some life right now to the collectors, to the collecting industry. I don't know what else to call it, but, you know, to us, there's options. We said it last time. At least we have options. You're not going to buy every item on here. You may not get a Thomas Kincaid, painting for yourself, but you may get you may get that child plushie and add it to your collection of 500. Oh, we already have the battle going on in the chat now.
Yeah.
Rugby versus
what sport's better?
I think
sports war.
The American guy says rugby's cool, and the English guy says NFL's better.
We don't get it. We don't get it.
I don't know.
It's a mixed bag around here.
No, that's great. That's great.
All right. Well, then I'm excited then to move on to what you guys have to show. I don't know that I have anything to show today, which is unfortunate.
You got a Home Depot package.
Yeah,
but,
that had something less exciting inside.
We did see your Leia Bush helmet. That's beautiful.
We did. I'll pull that up later if everyone is disappointed that I don't have anything, but I'm sure they won't be. All right. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Mike. You're our guest.
Mike, you solo you up.
If you saw my videos, you saw an image from a department store that had the new Mandalorian, what's it called again? Defend the Child pack, Mission Fleet.
Oh,
Ta-da.
Yeah, that's got a bunch.
I have one. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen Cara Dune in this scale, and IG-11. Everyone calls him IG-88. The child's in there, which is almost exactly the same size as the Black Series one.
And you get the pram.
But you got the same pram in the Mando speeder bike as well. That's the exact same.
Okay.
There.
Do you have that one too?
Yeah, it's out of the packet. I did a review on that.
That's a cool.
How much would you pay for this in Australia?
Let's see.
40.
Yes.
It's
$39.95.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Aussie dollar it is. So it should be $20 US.
I know my dollary dues.
Yeah, it should be 20 US, 40 Australian.
Wow.
Have you seen those at our Target, Josh? I haven't been to Target.
No,
it's been a while. They're listed on Amazon, but in Australia they landed here first for some reason.
That's great.
Because they're throwing you a bone, man. It's
Gotta
worth fighting off great white sharks on the barrier reef. You know,
we'll call it the spider tax.
Well, for my videos, I've often put up pictures on the screen or in the corner as B-roll, and it's only pictures of stuff. And so, like, Hasbro must think sometimes, I know where this guy lives. We'll send him something early in the shop so he can go down and get it.
Perfect. No,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, look, that's what they're doing.
Well, some more early releases coming your way, Mike.
Awesome.
So early.
Oh, there's the back of the box if you want to playing along.
Let's see it.
There's nothing else on the bottom that's new. All this has already been revealed. All these, they're already out. So there's nothing new there.
So, do you like those Mission Fleet in general, or just that one, or or what? Because I have one.
I got the Mando speeder, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to get it. I just saw it then. I thought I'll do a review on it, and actually, I liked that they were articulated. I thought they were all I thought they were actually
Like
static
Muscle Men?
figures. Yes, and they're actually articulated. And I'm like, oh, this is impressive. But the face designs, the helmets all look cool. I think, yeah. So I'm warming to this a lot, even though this isn't the line we collect. This is supposed to be for the kids.
Right.
The vintage collection of Black Series is for us, and this is supposed to be for the kids. But yeah, I got this trying to get my girls into it, but my girls are a bit like ho-hum about collecting anything.
I'm with
They've got some of my old 5 POA, and they look at them and just put them back down again.
Now, Mike, when we did your little collection feature, not little, but when we did your collection feature, most of your stuff stayed in the packaging. Is that true overall,
Yes.
or do
Yes.
you open stuff
Oh, I
up?
picked the wrong shirt.
I rarely open. Everything stays mint on card. Take it and play.
Yeah.
There it is.
We'll see. I'm more of a take it out kind of guy. Josh is, between the two of us, is more of a keep it in the box, probably. Would you say?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. And that's why I have to wear this shirt to convince myself to
keep doing it.
To take a few toys out. But I like them. I like them in the boxes. It's more of a space. You're better at, as a collector, Andy's just better at building little scenes and dioramas, and so he's braver about taking things out, whereas if I keep them in the box and they're a little more linear, a little more Tetris-y, I can line them up and just save space, so
I think it comes back to when I was a kid collecting Hot Wheels. If I got a Hot Wheels, I'd take it out of the packet, and then I'd forget what the car was or what series it was from, so I'd leave it on the card. I could always remember, oh, this is the name of the car, this is the series it's from. And then that just translated over into action figures as well. It was like, oh, I can keep, there's the name, there's the series it's from. And then sometimes they started numbering them. I'm like, you beauty, look at all these numbers on the boxes.
Have you seen the Star Wars Matchbox ones that came out?
Oh yeah, I started to collect them, and then I just stopped because 2018, that was the end of Hot Wheels for me. No more Hot Wheels.
Huh.
I had
Hot
too many.
Hot Wheels is a very intense collecting field, right? Like that's a lot of work.
You want your mainline cars, you got 365 a year to collect, and they come out in cases. Your stores have to have every case to get them. And then you get the specialty lines like the Star Wars ones, you have to have those cases come in. So chasing up complete collections is just, it does your head in. And then they go and recolor cars during the year. So you've got 3 or 4 different variants of the same car to collect during the year to have a complete set. So you're
Black
over
Series isn't that bad then.
No, it's what we call in Australia a piece of piss.
Yeah, man, that just sounds like a headache just listening to you talk about it, man.
Yeah. So I started collecting Hot Wheels in 94, 95 and stopped in 2018. I had over 5,000. I was just, that's enough.
Goodness.
No more. So I'm down to less. I'm down to 2,000. I've been giving some away.
Down to 2,000?
Yeah.
Down to 2,000. That's great.
Yeah.
Are they all hanging on a wall like in it looks like a shelf?
No, the actual shipper boxes that Hot Wheels come in, they hold 72 cars. I have over 20 of those in the roof full of cars. Just put them back in the box that they came out of and put them in the what you call the attic or the loft.
We call it the attic. I like how you called it the roof. Because I'd be like,
roof, up on the roof, mate.
It's going to get wet. Well, probably not in Australia. You guys don't get
the dad from Happy Days, he used to say roof differently. He used to say roof. Up on the roof.
The roof.
Yeah.
That's
and I used to watch Happy Days, and he's saying roof wrong. You got to say it like roof.
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 Everything probably sounds wrong.
All right, Andy, what do you got?
Okay, I talked about this guy, I think it was even last week, the Padawan Bear Patch, Frank from Padawan Bear Patches on Etsy. I held up the Christmas patch that he had sent out to some of his customers. I'm a customer of his, and let me show you. When I got the one that he sent me, I immediately bought some more because they were so cool.
Gosh, those are nice.
Vintage collection.
Yeah, so the vintage collection patch is pretty sweet. I got a special place on a sweatshirt for that one. I'll probably give these patches out as Christmas gifts to some of my Star Wars friends.
They're awesome. He does such a good job, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I
they're
follow him on
beautiful.
Instagram. I see some of the work he does. It's amazing.
Oh,
Ooh, Black
wow.
Series.
With the gold or the orange, blue, and
the red.
black, red, I guess we call
Yeah,
it.
the red and black. Yeah, it's got all three main lines of these represented here. Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. That's a shabby Mark
Yeah.
set of
Trio.
patches if I ever saw one.
And then one more here. And Josh, I'm going to tell you right away, little spoiler, one of these is for you.
Oh, man.
Little Christmas early.
We raise the crest.
Yay! We
Power of the
did raise
Force
the
on
crest.
Yeah.
And the power of the Force.
Yeah, baby. That's going next to my vintage
We
collection
raised the
patch.
crest. That's awesome because we did. Now, did our barge patch come from the same gentleman?
Yep.
It would have,
Didn't
yeah.
know that.
And
We
his
didn't
was,
feature him.
Yep. We backed the
that would have been
barge.
Back the Barge written on it. Is that right?
Yeah,
backed
we
the
backed the barge. Yeah.
So Frank's an awesome guy. I've interacted with him a little bit this week, just telling him thank you and I don't know how. well you
I'll
can
slowly
see
up
this,
again here.
but
Hold on.
This is just a little insert where you can see all these different kinds of patches that he sells.
Ugh.
His style is awesome. I love the retro look, and he nails these patches. And I don't know how he's creating them, but what a great
Yeah, all
job.
of the circular patches. Oh, I guess I'll flip it around. But like, he's got the mail-in Anakin Skywalker patch, and all these circular ones are just so good.
Padawan Bear and the Kenner font, and it's a card back. I mean, it's really good style with this guy.
Yeah, you can even get the diagonal patches in the corner for like the Emperor and stuff. There's just, if you're a fan of the original line of and card backs and stuff like that, this is such a cool place. The patches are anywhere from $2 to $10, depending on how big they are. And God, man, I could spend a lot of money on his Etsy page. But yeah, go find him at Padawan Bear at Etsy. Guys, just like, I don't know, man. There's just so many cool things. These
No Pally Toy. Not yet. He'll get to a Pally Toy one day.
Well, I think if you asked, I mean, honestly, Palatoy would be awesome.
Yeah.
Pally
You know,
Toy-
the Aussie brand for that was Toll Toys. Toltoys Toll Toys was the Aussie Kenner. Yeah.
Huh. Toll Toys.
Do you have any?
No, it's very, very hard to find because every Aussie kid who ever bought a Toll Toys action figure ripped it off the card. So find it on mint on card. No, even the cardboard backing's gone.
Yeah.
Well, you got to use those card backs to kill spiders. So I
That's
get
right.
it. Mom's like, give me that. Bam. Yeah.
Yes, Mark, there are Revenge of the Jedi patches.
Hey.
Yeah, he asked about that. He's got an eBay store. You can find his things on Instagram. But Etsy's pretty user friendly for me. But
Yeah.
that's where I.
You know,
bought
when
it
you
from.
showed the three patches for Black Series, the orange, the blue, and the red.
Yep.
Now that the box art is coming out, there's purple, there's yellow. He can do even more
Yeah.
colors. If you want the Mando line, I want the burnt orange color. He might do that one.
Yeah, the Rebels
If he's watching,
line.
we're giving him some ideas now.
Yeah. He's writing them down, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's probably watching right now, going, "Oh, this
No,
is
as he's knitting a patch, It's like,
So,
good idea. Because I'm sure he does them all by hand.
If he is, he should charge more than $10.
I know, but anyway, I know we've pumped him up here 2 weeks in a row, but
When you got a good product, you got a
it's
good
so
product.
good. They're so good, and they're so affordable. So.
Mike, did you have anything else? You said toys, but you showed one thing. I didn't know if you had anything.
Well, there were multiple toys in that.
I know.
one
I just want to
package,
make sure. I don't want him to miss
I
anything.
got-
Oh, you got himself the
Oh,
carbonized
he got
Boba.
it. Yay.
I
Isn't
love this one.
that some of the best packaging? I am
Yes.
in love with carbonized figures. Look
I
at
just
that.
want it so it doesn't
Gorgeous.
glare too much. I get tilted down. Oh, there we go. I even like that. People said they don't like the outfit, but I just find it
That's
amazing.
gorgeous.
I've got enough Boba Fett's with the original, so to have him in this glossy green, I think that is just perfect.
Yeah.
Will
Awesome.
you be getting the newest, I should say, the newest version of Boba Fett, the Return of the Jedi Black
Yes.
Series?
Pre-orders are in. Yeah, I'm getting the Black Series one and the Vintage Collection one. One comes out in March. The Black Series one comes out in April the 1st. April Fool's Day. For in this country anyway.
Hopefully. Hopefully they come out.
Yeah. Haha.
Cruel trick. They're
Mate.
coming out on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Psych.
Well, is April Fool's Day the same day as our April? You guys get April Fools before we do.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
tell us. You can tell us.
Oh,
since you're
the thing is, you guys get the day after, and you get all the good memes and all that, and you can't use them because it's already passed in this country. It's like, oh, I could have used that joke. You guys,
yesterday.
everything's, it's too late to use it. And when celebrities have birthdays, and everyone's like, oh, this person's having a birthday. It was actually no, for us it was yesterday. It was the birthday. Yeah.
Can't even, everything you do is past tense.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, the other thing I collect too. This is probably irrelevant for this channel, but yeah, look, AEW.
Oh,
Yeah,
wrestling
Cody Rhodes.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I actually
cool.
met him. I met Cody Rhodes once upon a time, back when he
Very
had dark hair.
nice.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
that's another line I'm
That's
collecting
cool
as well.
packaging right there.
That
That's
is
some
cool
Yeah,
good
made by
packaging.
Wicked Cool Toys. Make this. Yeah, there he's wrestling with his brother
That's cool.
Dustin.
Wrestling always has
Dusty
a
Rhodes.
special place.
Dusty
in my
Rhodes.
heart.
That's Dusty Rhodes' son. Yeah,
Yep. That's awesome.
that's him.
Dusty Rhodes
Cute.
is my era.
Yeah.
Makes me
We're
feel
old. We're old,
Yeah.
Mike.
Might be.
Well, this has been a ton of fun. The chat has been lighting up. We did, I think, have an NFL versus rugby battle that went on for a while, but they've calmed down there. And then we've got All Remaining Systems, who loves those AEW toys, which is great.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Thanks everyone in the chat. I just love it. Everyone's playing along, so it's so much fun. Mike, where do people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Usual Mike Television, and also on Twitter at Usual Mike 30, and on Instagram at Usual Mike Television as well. Where I sometimes I try and put pictures up on Instagram as often as I can, but some people just smash it with Instagram. Every day is a picture. I go 5 days and I feel like, oh, it's running dry, so I'll put a few pictures up, and then I'll annoy people putting 3 up in one time, back to back. It happens.
Yeah, well, and we have some of your contact information in the description below, so you can find Mike's Twitter, website, and YouTube channel down there. So make sure you click on
Thank
that,
you.
subscribe.
Just hit
The YouTube channel. The YouTube channel
What
is worth the subscription.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Mike gets,
13,400 I just crossed. Hey.
Mike gets to the point too. His videos are hard hitting. You get your info. You can get out. Not like ours. We like to drag out like hour and a half. So
I learned the jump cuts thing from watching Philip DeFranco videos on YouTube. Your jump cuts is like quick.
Yeah.
And next. Yeah, just bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I
jump
thought if
cut.
I do too many ums and ahs, I would be like, people will just zone out. So I just do it as quick as I can. And I also speak a lot faster. So it's like a rush when you watch my videos sometimes.
If you haven't had your coffee, go check out Usual Mike's. You get juiced up.
You get juiced up and might learn a thing or two about
You might.
upcoming Star Wars toys news.
You will learn a thing or two. Andy, where can people find us?
At Holochronicles on Twitter is a great place to interact with me or Josh. We have a website as part of the network, the beyondtheblastdoors.com, and here the Beyond the Blast Doors channel on YouTube every Monday, where we will be breaking down and previewing the Mando Monday releases.
Previewing is
Yes.
an important word
Yes.
we learned this week. Previewing.
We aren't reviewing pictures.
Right. We're
We're
previewing
previewing
products.
Yes.
And like we mentioned at the top of the show, make sure you go and check out the Hyper Toy Drive, which is a cool collection of podcasters and YouTubers that are getting together to bring some joy, some toys to some kids in need this year. And you can find that at www.beyondtheblastdoors.com/hyper toy drive, and all the instructions, links, and stuff are there for you. So thanks for playing along. Thanks for donating a toy for a kid. We just spent the last hour and 20 minutes talking about toys. You know that a kid is going to get something awesome in the mail for them for Christmas, and love it as much as you do. So I think that's a good thing. Mike, did you want to add anything before we go? You got a couple of kids that want toys running around you right now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Shaking-
It's school just come out. It's 3:25 in the afternoon. School's out.
they're
Kids
all
are
home.
home. They're shaking my banner.
There's not an earthquake. You don't have to worry about that.
No,
I
no.
hope down in Australia.
No.
You got enough to worry about.
No, we
That's
don't
awesome.
get earthquakes very often. I slept through an earthquake in Japan once. I slept through one. Amazing.
Nice.
It
Like
was
you're
only
sleeping
little
on a
ones.
waterbed.
It was like 3.1. It was nothing. I slept right through it.
3.1. I grew up in California. That's just called waking up. All right. Anything you wanted to add, Mike?
No, thank you for having me, though. I appreciate being on the.
We love having
what is
you.
it, Beyond the Blast Doors Network. You guys are the Holochronicle podcast.
We are the Holochronicle. Well, we're now just the Holochronicles because we do podcast and YouTube now. So what do you call yourself at this point? We're just the Holochronicles.
well-
We're just try to be
We're
everywhere.
the Holochronicles
Yeah.
show.
The show.
The show.
Hey, all right.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us in the live chat. And we will see you guys next time. What are they going to do?
Go play with your toys.
That's right.